Greetings from the land of Canada, my name is Nooch and welcome to a Dota 2 video on how to play Wraith King. This is a very standard build that I'm going to be going. I'm going to be playing him as a position 1 hard carry in the safe lane. There's a couple of ways that you can play Wraith Knight. I've seen a couple of people try jungling him. He can be used as a jungler if you scale his passive first, his W, which is his lifesteal. If I go over it, I can see that at level 1 it's actually 15%, which I believe is the exact same as, give me a second, where is it? There's actually a lifesteal item that I believe has the exact same. Morbid Mask, yes. So at level 1 you're basically gaining a 900 gold item and an AoE. So around you it's going to be given to your creeps as well as your teammates. And the reason why I said that in all chat, I was just being a dick. There's a guy on the other team with GOMD, which is a song by, I can't remember what his name is, but it's a rapper and it stands for Get Off My Dick. So that's why I thought he would say something to that, like, oh yeah, he's a good rapper or something, but whatever. But yes, back to the video. Basically, I'm going to be showing you guys how to play Wraith King as a hard carry. The build that I'm going is pretty standard. There's a lot of different ways that you can build him, but the one that I'm going to be going for is Blade Mail first into Radiance. And this is an incredibly strong build on Wraith Knight because it gives him a lot of damage, as well as since his ultimate gives him 2 lives, it's a lot of time that you can have to get a lot of damage in with both your Blade Mail as well as your Radiance. So you don't necessarily need to be right-clicking or using your spells. Now right here you can see that I'm actually cutting down trees with my Quelling Blade. This is to make it a lot easier for my support to pull the small camp and then the medium camp that's over here on the left. He actually does not take advantage of that, which I was surprised about. And we have Earth Spirit over here actually trying to steal the rune, but we got our mid laner Sniper that'll take that rune instead. And as you can see here, I was actually waiting for him to use one of his spells so that he could kill the Earth Spirit, but he hadn't scaled anything yet. So, by the way, this is a low priority game, so we're gonna why are you in low priority, Nooch? Well, what happens when you abandon games that are unwinnable is that some people report you and then you get in low priority. But like, I don't do that often. I only do that a couple of times, and honestly I probably should stop doing it, but I can't help it. When I'm playing a pub game and I'm playing support and my other support starts flaming me and starts raging at me, and I don't feel like playing that game anymore. I just don't. I'm sorry. Anyway, back to the video. Like I said, I don't want to talk about my personal rage issues with this game. This is how you CS with Wraith King. He has one of the highest base damages in the game for melee heroes. One of the highest, I'd say in the top 10%. And with a Quelling Blade, it's even more ridiculous. So, missing CS is, I wouldn't say unacceptable, obviously, but you don't want to do it. When you're in the safe lane, you want to get as much CS as possible. And right there, I don't play Wraith King often, so getting, sort of feeling out how much damage he does even with the Quelling Blade, is what you definitely need to do. Like right there, like letting him go down to like 10 HP before last hitting, definitely not too optimal. And as you can see here, what I'm actually doing is I'm keeping my lifesteal off. My lifesteal aura, I'm not having it permanently toggled on because it pushes the lane because your creeps start lifestealing and they gain more HP, and then they don't and then it's more XP for the offlaner. Ergo this Undying here, who just puts down his tombstone, which I legit just walk up, kill it in 2 hits because I had my Earthshaker there to help me. And that's a free, I don't even know, like 100 gold? There's a good bounty. There's a really good bounty on the tombstone for Undying. So that's why I even tried to kill it at the start of the game. I knew where it was. I knew that he put it up on the high ground, and I wanted to see if I had time to go and kill it, but unfortunately it timed out. I didn't get to talk about that though. It was like over here. One sec. It was like over here at the beginning. Also, we got a gank mid lane. A Sniper gonna be getting a kill on the Pudga. Maybe not. Anyway, back to Wraith King. This guy's a beast. This guy's a beast. I don't want to be using my spells too liberally because Wraith King typically has enough mana for 2 stuns, and that's about it. And that's before he gets his ultimate. Like right here, I just decided, I was like, if this guy wants to trade hits with me, I'm going to make him regret it. He's tanking an entire creep wave. I have lifesteal, and I also have a nuke, which at level 2, this does 100 damage, and the slow as well as the DOT after does an extra 60. So nuking him for 130, even though he does have 3 stacks of decay on me, is still very good. And as you can see, I'm actually toggling my lifesteal aura each time that I hit. This is so that I still get the lifesteal, but I don't push the wave. So something you should practice doing is that if you're going to be playing Wraith King. It does give you a whole bunch of sustain. It's like having a free Morbid Mask, and especially when you start building your crit with it. If you get like that bonus, it's 150 critical damage, which is not that much at level 1. At my build, my skill build is actually max Q and then E, simply because the big burst from the Mortal Strike is actually really good. Simply because I don't have a lot of attack speed with this build, so getting a lucky crit is pretty big when you're looking to kill somebody, because they don't see it coming, especially with how much damage you have with like the Sacred Relic Radiance build. It's really nice. You always want to get a magic wand on Wraith King. Always, no matter what. It doesn't matter which heroes you're playing against, which fortunately I'm actually playing against a hero which is really like he spams his skills a lot, such as Undying. But as you saw there, I actually tried to get right out of tower range so that I could right click him, but I was unable to do that. And I was trying to be a little sneaky there, going through the bushes, going through the trees. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. I'm actually going to be looking for a kill here. Any kill that you can get on the offlaner is huge. If you're going to be getting a solo XP lane like this for Wraith Knight, like it's pretty much a solo lane. I have free farm because my Earthshaker is off ganking. I've been missing a decent amount of CS, but I've also been. It's not a free lane. I do have an Undying that I'm against. It's not the biggest deal though. If we actually, let's take a look at the net worth. No, net worth's this. Wait, what? Okay, that's net worth. Yeah, obviously our Alchemist is at the top. Okay, Alchemist is going to be at the top this entire game. It's crazy. But yes, this is the build. This is the build for Wraith King. I have this Gloves of Haste, which I always like going gloves first. Just because of the attack speed it gives you, as well as there's a little bit of a mental game, because people look at a Wraith King with these items and they go, oh, he's going to be rushing a Midas, you know? Oh, we don't have to worry about him too much. So, and then I just turn it into treads, and then it's like whatever. But it's still, you want to play on the mental game a little bit. You do. You really do. Especially with Wraith Knight. He's such a, because like he's such a mental game hero, because like you go and see, I'm holding on to my skill build right now. I'm holding on to my ult. I'm actually not scaling it at all. If I get ganked by like 4 heroes, I don't want to use my ult. I don't want to put that on cooldown. So that's why I'm actually just holding on to the level, not scaling it. And it's like a little bit of a discipline thing, you know? Like you don't want to use your ultimate right away, because chances are if I die right now by a gank and like 3 heroes come to kill me, I'm going to die a second time and it's just going to be a waste of an ult. So I don't want to scale it. I'm just going to hold on to that level as long as I can. Honestly, some people even like putting that point in stats. And then at level 7 they get their Q and they skip their ult completely. I personally don't like that. I like having the points just in case, just so I can get my ult whenever I want. I don't have to worry about it. Your ultimate actually gives you a second life, by the way. For those of you who don't know what it does, it hold on. He reincarnates basically. You get an Aegis every time that it's off cooldown. So you die, and after 3 seconds you come back. And when you die, it actually activates the movement slow, which is 5 seconds long, and it actually slows them by 75%. So it's significant. You'll see it this game. Right here, I was actually like, I gotta rotate top because there's 4 heroes up here. We actually have our Alchemist who might die. I was actually looking for a nice cheap kill. I took it on Pudge. I have my ult now with my power treads. I'm actually gonna see if I can help this guy a little bit. I was actually able to cause enough of a disturbance to get him out, but now as you can see, I have 3 heroes on my back. But with my magic stick and the fact that Earth Spirit's not really that great, I was able to get out and not use my ultimate. Honestly, there's a case to be made that I could have just gone in and right-clicked a bunch and then died and then respawned and started attacking them more. But at the same time, you don't want to just waste your ultimate like that, because I did not have backup. If I had some people coming in that were going to help me, definitely go for it. And while I was walking back to base, I was like, I can still farm, so I might as well kill this camp. It's not gonna. Nobody's farming it right now. It's pretty much free CS, and I want to get as close to the blade mail as possible. And you're gonna see it's actually a very, very good item on Wraith King, because it gives him intelligence, which increases his mana pool so that he has more spells that he can use before his ultimate. Just because there's a pool, your mana pool always needs to have 160 mana in it, no matter what, so that your ult can proc. But like, once again, there's a case to be made about saving your ultimate in certain situations. So it's definitely based off of it's very situational. There's a couple of things about this game that I would actually like to mention, is that there's lots of hard counters to Wraith King that you should watch out for if you're going to be playing the hero. One of them is actually Phantom Lancer, which is the hard carry on the enemy team. The reason why Phantom Lancer is a very, very good hero against Wraith King is because if he can rush a Diffusal Blade, which completely drains all of Wraith King's mana, and he never has enough mana to ult, so it completely, you never have a second life. You always just die. And this was a free kill. I don't know what this guy was. I was actually doing that on purpose by like staying in the trees there, because I was thinking, like, this guy's really low HP. None of us are showing in lane. I'm wondering if he'll just walk up and give me a free kill, basically. So, yeah, nothing too special about that. I had the Earthshaker to help me out with it as well. So even if he was a bit further away, if he got a fissure on him, I was able to walk up and just nuke him. Meanwhile, the team's doing work top lane. If we take a look at the net worth, I'm second. I actually have my sniper, who has been doing really well mid lane, but I have the most CS, but obviously Greevil's Greed is a spell and Alchemist is a hero, so that guy's gonna be always at the top of the net worth. But yes, so he goes Diffusal Blade and he just destroys your mana pool. But luckily for me, I'm actually way further ahead than this guy. And then the oh my god, he just got destroyed by that hook. Yeah, I'm further ahead than this PL, and he actually doesn't get his Diffusal Blade in time to stop me. Spoiler alert. And we're actually looking for a kill here on this guy. Ooh, what was that ult? And I actually had really good. Here I was like, this is free. This is basically free. This is one of those times where you actually do want to use your ultimate. And do not use your Q. Do not panic use your Q to use all your mana and then you can't ult and then you die. Like, it's a spell. You can use it. It's a long cooldown, so it's important that you use it correctly. That's the reason. That's the reason why I didn't want to use it before, while I was holding onto the levels in case I get ganked. Is because the cooldown is 5 minutes. Well, 260. Yeah, basically. It's basically 5 minutes. Very, very long time. Oh, 4 minutes, but yeah. You don't want to just waste it. But that was not a waste. I killed their mid laner, and I got some damage into their tower. Easy game. Easy game, he's alive. Okay, so we have our Alchemist up top just dying, which sucks. But like, our top lane has been a big issue for us. But that's the thing, like, it's not even that big of an issue because Alchemist is getting his farm. He's not even dying that much. I think that's the first time he's died, yes. The Bane has been feeding a little bit, but that's not the biggest issue. Especially when their hard carry, aka me, is getting such good farm. My CS is not the best. It could probably, actually no, it most definitely could be higher than this. 54 is pretty decent. I'm playing in the 5K bracket. This was not so much a 5K game because of the fact that it was in low priority, and also I was playing with this guy, New Meta, who is 4.3k MMR, so it was more of a 4.5k bracket. But still, this build works in all brackets. It even works in pro games. This is a very, very strong build, and you can see that I actually go in this game and do a ton of damage. Yeah, I was just popping Blade Mail there because if he tried to suicide, there was more of a chance of him dying to Blade Mail than he did Rot. It was a 50-50 basically, but he didn't even try, so it doesn't matter. So free kill basically. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about that. That's pretty sick. He could have done some damage to me with ult and hook, of course. They may have been on cooldown, but even then, because of the lifesteal, I actually would be able to get that HP back. Always have a TP scroll. I could probably be top right now, but I want to get this tower. And I'm leaving my passive on now because I want the lane to push. I actually want to hit the tower. I want to be able to do as much damage to it as possible and probably take it out. Another thing that's really good about Blade Mail is that the cooldown is very, very low. It's 13 seconds and the damage return duration is 4.5. So as long as you have your ult up, most of the time you're getting 2 uses out of it. So 2 uses of Blade Mail, especially with a team that has a lot of AoE damage like them, is very, very good. So there's not that many situations I wouldn't recommend going for this build. Unless you want to get a fast blink because your team has no initiation. Which even then, like, Wraith Knight, he doesn't exactly want to be the first one in. You want to have somebody initiate and then just always, like, here I was like, is this guy gonna miss my stun? Is he gonna try to dodge it? Because whenever I play PL against Phantom Lancer, I always try to dodge the stun with my W, but he was a bit slow. Also, our Earthshaker has a 13-minute Blink Dagger and just destroyed him with his ultimate. That's amazing. Like, our team composition is drastically better than theirs. I don't know where their Pugna fit in with their lineup, and I don't know why their Pudge went mid, but yeah, maybe the PL would be able to make plays, but I don't know. He's only level 7, or not level 7. Yeah, he is level 7. I'm level 11. Like, what does that show? Like, our position 1 versus theirs. So, yeah. I'm 5-0, 2 assists. I want to go and help my team here, actually, sorta. But my ult's not on cooldown. That's the thing. If your ult is not off cooldown, try not to fight. It's not gonna. You may die without your ult, and it's not the best. So I actually timed this fight pretty much perfectly with my ult cooldown. And right here I knew that I couldn't actually catch him because I had these 2 zombies that were continuously slowing me. So I killed them first. I'll get the CS, and I probably could have helped the Earthshaker first, but basically it doesn't matter too much. He went in anyways and was able to get us 2 kills, which is nice. And that's 2 assists. Is that 2 assists? I actually got 2 assists on that. I think the Alchemist killed the Pudge with Acid Spray. Right there I was just being lazy, and I wanted to cut through those trees with the Quelling Blade instead of going around to farm the Ancients. This is another thing you can do with Wraith King is farming Ancients very, very easily because of your natural lifesteal. And what does this cap out at? 25? 30. It caps out at 30%, which is a huge number for lifesteal. It's more than Satanic, I believe. So right now I basically just want to bounce between these 2 camps. I want to bounce between this and the Ancients camp until I can get my Relic. The Relic is a huge power spike. Not even mentioning how good Radiance is. Just because of the 60 extra damage goes so well with your critical strike. And just that burst is really, really nice. Another item that's very good on Wraith King is Assault Cuirass, because it gives you a ton of armor, which is very good because you're naturally tanky. You have 2 lives, which is incredible when you have a lot of, what is it called? Basically HP that you gain from having your armor stack pretty high. Right here I actually got a really good Blade Mail off because the Pugna, he couldn't heal. He couldn't heal from his ultimate because I was able to just Blade Mail through that. And stunning from the high ground like this on the Undying, as well as he's pretty slowed by our sniper who went the 6.83 Mask of Madness Sange and Yasha build. And the casual triple kill on our Bane, that's pretty sick. I bet he's happy. What's the net worth? I'm keeping up. I'm keeping up with the Alchemist. I think I'm higher in level. I could be wrong. Yeah, higher in level because he did not go the Midas build, which I think that alchemists that go Midas have things that are wrong in their brain. That hero is supposed to get gold on its own. You do not need the Midas. I don't get it. At that point, the Midas is for the XP, and even then, it's not even that big a deal. Look how many fantasy points that guy has. He has more than me just from that triple kill. Huh. Right here, this is a mistake. I should not be contesting this lane this far up with my ultimate down. That was a misclick actually. Putting my I was actually tread switching, and that's why I'm on I'm on Agi treads right now. I tried to like juke through there, but it didn't work. Oh no, I'm being ganked, guys. This is why Magic Stick is so good. It's because I was actually able to get enough HP to lifesteal through a lot of their damage. I was able to get enough HP to survive long enough so that I could lifesteal through their damage, which I got a lucky crit, which is so much health that you gain. 30% of something that crits for 600 is massive. You get like 200 HP back just from that. So, it's really nice. I was just watching my team get some kills mid. It's kind of nice. Our Alchemist went a really sick build, by the way. See, this is the reason why I'm actually like I like this Alchemist, because he went Shadowblade into Mjolnir, and that's something that you don't see a lot. And I feel like it worked out really, really well this game because we were being very, very... See, that's the thing. When I'm on tilt, I just become such a dick. I'm sorry. But it's just like every time I'm in low priority, I always win my first game no matter what, and it's just always so easy. That's why I was saying that. Plus, you gotta play the mental game. You gotta, if you piss off the other team, they're gonna tilt, and then and then it's an easier game for them. And you're in low priority, so it's like these people are the tilt masters. How dare you steal my CS? You little sniper who's level 11 in the mid lane. What's his build? He went Mask of Madness, and he almost has his Yasha. Okay. I guess that's why he's taking some CS, but I'm like nuking. I'm just nuking the big creeps. Our Bane got picked off. That's no good. But this is like a good fight for us, right? I just immediately stun the first person that I can and just lay into them. 2 huge crits just melt Pudge. And I'm holding on to my Blade Mail as long as I can, just because I was realizing that nobody was actually dealing damage to me right there. So Blade Mail doesn't do much. So look at all these little structures that Dire team has that you can just break. You got the ward, and you've got Tombstone, and this is where things start to get interesting. This is why this build is so good. Is because no matter what, you're an issue in team fights, because Radiant's just the constant damage it gets, and I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice my sniper just got wrecked by the Pudge from behind us. I reacted very slowly to that, like abnormally slowly. Yeah, I'm going into a Refresher Orb because I'm pretty unkillable at this point. Because actually no, that's the beauty of this build, is because I'm still killable, but you need to do it many times, especially with what's it called? Refresher Orb. But yeah, guys, this is a low priority match. These are these are the matches that like don't really mean anything. Here I was like waiting. I was like, oh, let's go. I've got my Alchemist. I probably should have Blade Mailed that Q, but it wasn't the biggest deal. I'm still holding on to my Blade Mail as long as possible. I think this is a bit of a misplay, but it's fine. I took so much damage there without Blade Mailing any of it, but we're so far ahead at this point, it doesn't really matter that much. Still, there's a lot of really interesting builds that you can do with Wraith King. He's one of those heroes that a lot of different things can work, but you need to build him as a right-clicker. Right-clicker or an initiator. That's why support Wraith King is actually considered decently good. Right there! The reason why you heard Pudge's ult go off is because it did go off. But since my Q has a travel time in the air, he ults me as my Q is flying through the air. So here I was like, oh yeah, I have Blade Mail. I forgot. So then the second he started ulting me, it just immediately got cancelled. Pretty lucky, honestly. But you need to get the stun out quick, so that's why it's not so much luck. I am a massive issue for the enemy team right now, just because maybe pushing like this is not the biggest, it's not the best idea while my ult's on cooldown, but still. You gotta take it. You gotta take risks. And sometimes they don't work out. Like this one. If that Echo Slam was a little bit earlier and was able to get the Phantom Lancer, I think I might have lived there just because of the pure amount of sustain that I get from my build, as well as my kit just in general. The lifesteal is so nice. But yes, this game is pretty much in the bag. The only hope that they have of coming back is if their PL gets massive. But if we look at the net worth, he's actually not doing too well. Is that actually? Oh my god! I actually did not realize that. I thought, okay, because there's a setting for net worth that puts both of your teams one on top of each other, and there's another one that scales it from best to least. And I had no idea that this was actually best to least, and that we have the entire Dire team under the entire Radiance team. That's insane. Yeah, this game's pretty free. Except my feeding sniper. Look at this guy. What's he planning on doing? What is he planning on doing? And how has Earth Spirit missed that many boulders? And I think he misses this one too. That's a funny thing. Is he just out of boulders? He's just out of boulders, and then he misses his stun. I mean, sure, it's a hard hero, but like, come on. Right here, I actually go for the PL instead of the Earth Spirit. I was being a little bit greedy with this. Right here, I thought that he was going to try to juke into the trees, but he juked me instead, and I got destroyed. I was actually going to, yeah, picking up a Blink Dagger this late is not, is actually pretty good, I think. Because you need, the mobility is very, very nice. Whoa! What a great 5k player. I was trying to next level him, but he next leveled me instead. What can I say? This build is amazing, by the way. I definitely suggest you guys try it. It's a lot of fun. Because it's so strong. Look how much damage I do. Like, I do over 200 damage, not even accounting for crits. The only problem is I don't have that much attack speed, but even that, it's not the biggest deal, because just how much burst I have anyways. A little small play there as I cut the tree so that I could get there 20 units faster. Next level, boys. Road to 6k. I was like, this Pudge is somewhat free, just because I have a sniper here that's going to be slowing him, and that Earth Spirit refuses to land any of his spells, but it's okay. It's okay. Game's almost over at this point. What are some other builds you can do? One thing I would suggest is, if you're going to be playing Wraith Knight a lot and you are getting bored of this build, because this is a fantastic build. I love this build. It's super good. But Sanj and Yash on Wraith Knight is a very, very hard carry-ass build. Because this game I didn't need to 1v5. I had an Alchemist that could help me out. I had a Sniper that could help me out. So going this utility, mass AoE damage, core Wraith Knight build is very, very good. It's not a 1v5. I'm just going to hit everybody. Which I would say that build is sort of like S&Y into Assault Cuirass into... What's a massive damage item on Wraith King that's like really good? Vic plays him all the time, Sky Vicstar, and I can't really remember the last time he just dumpstered an entire team because of his build. Because you can't build Daedalus because you already have a crit. There's no point. Basically, you want attack speed and tankiness, which just with S and Y into AC, you get so much of. You get so much tankiness and damage just from that. And going a Blink Dagger is actually really nice. Blink Dagger, the mobility on Wraith King, because he has a stun, so being able to get pickoffs is very, very nice. Yeah, and I buy out my refresh orb just cause I wanted to do Roche here. And I believe the enemy team starts flaming because they're like, "You're winning? Don't you just want to end the game so you can get out of low priorities?" But like, look, we're fighting anyways. I guess I wouldn't go in and fight. And this is why you always want to have a stick. Notice how I don't have my ult right now. I press one button and I have all my mana back. Well, not all of it, but a very large number. Right here, I was like, let's go, boys. 1v4, we got this. I think they see the radiance burn is so nice. Taking him out with the blade now. I think I actually am able to get both of these guys. I go after the Pudge because he's the juicier kill, and I still have my Blink Dagger to be able to take out the Wraith Knight. So I would have had a triple kill, but the Earthshaker I believe bought back. Just yeah, he did. He bought back. Does he have bots? Is that why? Okay, he boots it traveled in and he's just wanted to KS me just to spite. Why not? And we got the Undying buyback. I don't know if that was him just running into feed or it was actually a play that he was trying to make. But you never know in low priority. You never really know. Yeah, I'm selling my items at this point so that I can pick up Aegis as well as Refresher. But like I said, a lot of interesting things happen in low priority. Like this guy is like Roche. Like what, do you guys think you're cool? Just going into a Roshan pit like that after you're so far ahead? Like let's take a look at the XP graph. That's massive. That's a 30,000 XP graph. That's a 40,000 gold team net worth. We do not need to be doing Roshan right now. So that's why you gotta get that Dota buff stats. It's so true though, and the sick bait, the sick courier bait. Oh man, picking up a hyperstone. Like a hyperstone increases your DPS by so much. And since I don't have since I don't have a slot anymore for Aegis, I'm not gonna give it to Sniper. Why would I give it to Sniper? That guy's like the worst net worth on our team. He actually has the worst net worth on our team. Wait, what? What? Oh, yeah. Glad I didn't give him Aegis. We're actually duo queuing. It was like a little troll thing we had going, but yeah, jumping in, trying to initiate. It's all good. But look at this. I would have had four entire lives. And I'm trying to avoid the illusions as much as possible. You don't want your mana to just go away for free like that. Own it. Something's dying, I think. I hear fresh meat. Oh, it's up here. Oh yeah, let's just go take out their Pudge real quick. I'm gonna be pushing this lane. That's a really late Aether Lens on Bane. I've actually been playing Bane a lot. I find Aether Lens first item is really good on him. Like it's actually like I suggest any of you who play Bane get that item first as fast as possible. It's so strong because Bane is a positioning hero, and having like this range on all of your spells, especially your ult, is really nice, and it helps with your positioning a lot because you can do some really crazy stuff, like just being completely far in the back and still being able to safely ult something. Finally, that guy dodges my stun. But I blink dodge his illusions as well. I just want the moon shard. At this point. I'm having fun. It's a good old game of Dotes. And we've got Get Off My D over there. And PL immediately canceling his he's just scared. I'm just a scary old Wraith Knight. What can I say? What's the percent chance? 15? 15 for... You know, that's like comparable, very comparable to, what's his face? Sorry guys. Phantom Assassin's ultimate, which is... And I immediately refresh. You always immediately refresh, why not? Because look, now I have another life. It's so good. It's so good.
Morty.
My Earthshaker actually played out of his mind this game. I think he's building Octarine Core. No! Save the Earth of Shakira! And one good crit will end it. Or the Earthshaker gets it.
He's now dominating! He's dominating, Rick!
This is nice though. This is a good build. And I build Divine after this just because Divine's an insane item when you have 3 lives. And Wraith Knight's actually one of the best heroes for that. To legitimately build a Divine Rapier as a casual item. Like, I don't know what this guy's doing. He's super far behind. He has his Diffusal Blade, but if I was playing PL against a Wraith Knight, I would skip drums. I would completely skip drums, go Treads, Aquila, Wand, into Diffusal. It's just so crucial against this hero. Wraith Knight is a tank. He does so much damage, and he absorbs so much of your damage. And getting rid of his ultimate with your Diffusal Blade is very, very crucial. Other other counters to Wraith Knight include Anti-Mage, Lion sometimes because of his mana drain. What else? Some natural mana stealing, some natural mana stealing heroes, of course. Include those heroes. Here I was like, I need to sell something to complete this divine. I come on. So I was just debating what I could sell right now. I probably should have sold Blade Mail, but I thought the Treads would be barely enough. But will I be able to pick it up? Will I be able to pick it up? Oh, I got my Divine Rapier. Gucci. The build is complete. And then you just get like Boots of Travel or whatever. But yes, this is how you build Wraith Knight, guys. This is how you play him in a relatively high skill bracket. And I hope you guys all enjoyed. Like the video if you want to see more Dota 2 tutorials for certain heroes, as well as comment which heroes you want to see. So thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. That is a 986 XP per minute. that is a high number. Anyway, hope you guys all enjoyed. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Peace. So is that GPM.